You check your bank account on Friday afternoon, and there is a decent number staring back at you. You feel okay, maybe even a little proud. But by Monday morning after groceries, that unexpected car repair and a dinner you couldn't say no to, that comfortable feeling evaporates. You are back to square one, wondering where it all went. Sound familiar? Here is the thing nobody tells you. The system is designed to make you feel broke, no matter how much you earn, even when your salary increases. That sense of financial security never quite arrives. You are stuck on a treadmill running faster but never actually getting ahead. I am Ben, and I've spent years researching personal finance, digging into why so many hardworking people feel perpetually broke despite doing everything they're told to do. I share practical strategies to break free from this cycle. And if you are tired of feeling like money slips through your fingers, no matter what you do, you are in the right place. If you find this valuable, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. It really helps me reach more people who need to hear this. Let me introduce you to a concept I call the lifestyle inflation trap, and it is quietly draining your wealth without you even noticing. Here is how it works. Every time you earn more money, your expenses mysteriously rise to match it. You get a raise, so you upgrade your apartment. You get a bonus, so you finally buy that nicer car. Your income grows, but your savings stay flat or barely move. The trap isn't just about spending more. It is about how banks, retailers, and service providers have built entire business models around extracting that extra money the moment it hits your account. They've studied human psychology and know exactly when and how to make you feel like you deserve to spend. The core value here is simple. Understanding this trap is the first step to keeping more of what you earn and actually building wealth instead of just circulating money through the economy. Let me give you some real examples. Take Sarah, who earned $45,000 a year and lived in a modest apartment, drove a used car, and packed lunches. She saved about $400 monthly. 3 years later, after 2 promotions, she is earning $70,000. That is a $25,000 annual increase. You'd think her savings would skyrocket, right? Wrong. She now saves about $500 monthly, just $100 more than before. Where did that extra $2,000 per month go? She moved to a nicer neighborhood, rent went up by $600. She leased a new car, that is another $400 monthly. She started eating out more because she is busier and feels she has earned it, adding $300. Subscription services she never had before, streaming platforms, premium gym membership, meal kits, another $200. The remaining $500 got absorbed into lifestyle creep. Better clothes for work, nicer vacations, more expensive coffee. She is working harder, earning more but feeling exactly as financially stretched as before. Now compare that to James, who earned the same $45,000 initially. When he got his raise to $70,000, he did something different. He kept his lifestyle almost identical and funneled that extra $2,000 per month straight into savings and investments. Over 5 years, while Sarah accumulated an extra $6,000 in savings, James built up over $120,000. Not counting investment returns. Same starting point, same income growth. Completely different financial outcomes. The difference wasn't intelligence or luck, it was awareness of the trap. Here is another example that hits close to home for many people. Banking fees and services. Banks have become incredibly sophisticated at positioning charges as conveniences. You get offered overdraft protection. Sounds helpful, right? But that protection costs you $35 every time it kicks in. Research shows the average person who uses overdraft protection pays about $250 annually in fees. Meanwhile, someone who simply monitors their account and declines overdraft protection pays $0, or consider premium checking accounts that waive fees. If you maintain a $5,000 minimum balance, sounds reasonable until you realize that $5,000 sitting in a checking account earning 0.01% interest is losing value to inflation every single day. That same $5,000 in a high-yield savings account would earn about $200 annually. In an index fund historically around 7% or $350. The bank isn't doing you a favor. They're using your money to make themselves money while charging you for the privilege. Let's talk about car purchases, because this is where the wealth gap really shows itself. Person finances a $30,000 new car with a 6-year loan at 5% interest. Monthly payment is $483. Over 6 years, they pay $34,768 total. The moment they drive off the lot, the car loses 20% of its value. $6,000 gone instantly. After 6 years, the car is worth maybe $12,000. Total cost of ownership, including depreciation, $22,768. Person B buys a 3-year-old certified used version of the same car for $18,000. Finances it for 3 years at the same rate. Monthly payment is $539, slightly higher, but they're done in 3 years, paying $19,404 total. After 3 years, the car is worth about $11,000. Total cost, $8,404. Person B saved $14,364 by making a smarter choice on the exact same type of car. If Person B invested just the difference in loan terms, the extra 3 years of $483 monthly payments that Person A is still making. That is an additional $17,388 saved, not counting investment growth. This is how wealth is actually built, not through massive windfalls, but through dozens of smart decisions that compound over time. Now I know what some of you are thinking. First objection: I barely make enough to cover my basics. How am I supposed to avoid lifestyle inflation when I am just trying to survive? Fair question. Here is the reality. This advice scales to your situation. If you get any increase in income, even $50 more per month, the principle applies. Before that money gets absorbed into your routine spending, automate it away. Set up an automatic transfer of even $25 to a separate savings account the day after your paycheck hits. You won't miss what you don't see. The trap works the same way whether you are earning $30,000 or $300,000. It is proportional. The goal isn't to live like a monk forever. It is to be intentional about increases in spending rather than letting them happen automatically. Second objection: what about emergencies and unexpected expenses? Shouldn't I have that money accessible? Absolutely. And that is exactly why you need to escape this trap. When you are caught in lifestyle inflation, you have no buffer. Every dollar is already spent before it arrives. Building that emergency fund, typically 3 to 6 months of expenses, is the first goal. But here is the key. You build it by not inflating your lifestyle when your income grows. Once you have that cushion, you are not living paycheck to paycheck anymore, even if your income temporarily drops. The people who feel financially secure aren't necessarily the ones earning the most. They're the ones with the largest gap between income and expenses. So what can you actually do about this right now? Let me give you 5 concrete steps you can implement today. First, calculate your personal inflation rate. Go through your bank statements from 1 year ago and compare them to last month. Write down every category: rent, food, transportation, entertainment, subscriptions. See where your spending has crept up? This isn't about judgment, it is about awareness. You can't fix what you can't see. Most people are shocked to discover they're spending $200 to $500 more monthly than they were a year ago, often with no improvement in quality of life. Second, implement the 70-20-10 rule immediately. When you get any income increase, raise, bonus, tax refund, before it touches your checking account, split it 70% to savings and investments, 20% to debt payoff if you have any, 10% to guilt-free spending on whatever you want. This way, you are not depriving yourself completely, which leads to burnout and binge spending, but you are also not letting the entire increase disappear into lifestyle creep. If you get a $300 monthly raise, that is $210 to savings, $60 to debt, $30 to enjoy. In 1 year, you've saved $2,520 that would have otherwise evaporated. Third, audit and eliminate zombie subscriptions today. Right now, pull up your bank and credit card statements. Look for recurring charges, streaming services you forgot about, apps with auto-renewal, gym memberships you don't use, subscription boxes that seemed fun initially, but now just clutter your doorstep. The average person has at least 3 subscriptions they've forgotten about, costing anywhere from $50 to $150 monthly. That is $600 to $1,800 annually. you are throwing away for literally nothing. Cancel them now. If you really miss something, you can always resubscribe, but I guarantee you won't miss most of them. Fourth, create friction for impulse purchases. Here is a simple rule for any non-essential purchase over $50. Wait 72 hours. Add it to a list, set a reminder, and revisit it in 3 days. You'll find that about 60% of those purchases lose their appeal. The urgency was manufactured by marketing, not genuine need. This one habit can save you thousands annually. For purchases over $200, extend it to 2 weeks. If you still want it after 2 weeks and can pay cash not credit for it, go ahead. But most of the time, you'll realize it was an impulse driven by emotion, not value. Fifth, automate your wealth building so you can't sabotage yourself. Set up automatic transfers from checking to savings the day after your paycheck deposits. Set up automatic investment contributions to a retirement account or index fund. Make it so your savings happen without requiring willpower or decision-making each month. Willpower is a limited resource that gets depleted throughout the day. Don't rely on it for something as important as your financial future. Automation removes the decision entirely. You adjust your lifestyle to what is left over, which is the secret wealthy people have known forever. Pay yourself first, live on the rest. Here is the truth that took me years to fully understand. Feeling rich isn't about the number in your bank account. It is about the gap between what you earn and what you spend. Someone earning $60,000 and spending $40,000 feels wealthier, and actually is building more wealth than someone earning $120,000 and spending $115,000. The system is designed to expand your expenses to match your income because that is how the economy grows, through consumer spending. But your personal wealth grows through the opposite, maintaining expenses while income rises. You'll never feel rich if you are playing by the rules that were designed to keep you spending. Banks profit when you carry balances and pay fees. Car companies profit when you finance new vehicles. Retailers profit when you upgrade your lifestyle with every raise. They've built sophisticated systems to make this feel natural, even responsible. But now, you see the trap. You understand the game, and that awareness is your most powerful tool. The path to actually feeling wealthy and being wealthy isn't complicated, but it requires you to consciously reject the lifestyle inflation that society pushes on you at every turn. It means making intentional choices about where your money goes, instead of letting it flow wherever the path of least resistance takes it. It means understanding that every dollar you don't spend today can become multiple dollars in your future through growth. If this resonated with you, if you felt that frustration of earning more but never getting ahead, do me a favor. Hit that like button so more people can discover this message. Subscribe if you want more honest conversations about building real wealth without the hype. And share this with someone who needs to hear it, because chances are, they're stuck in the same trap and don't even realize it. The moment you decide to step off that treadmill is the moment your financial life actually changes. You've got this.